You know, as we've just returned from a district work week, I want to begin by sharing about a visit I had in a community last week with a Millennium Machining and Tool in Newton, Kansas. Millennium is a manufacturing facility serving industries including aerospace, automotive, agriculture, and military firearms. In 1998, Millennium began with 3 employees in an 1,800 square foot building. Today, it has more than 15 employees in a 57,000 square foot facility. And when I visited on Thursday, management said that their latest expansion was a direct result of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. In addition to that, they just recently hired 5 new workers straight out of high school to work in their facility. So it's great to hear how our tax cuts continue to help grow the economy, put more money in Americans' pockets, and get more people back to work. Employees at Millennium made a point to make sure that we didn't reverse course on this Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, and I hope my colleagues agree and want to make sure that we don't overlook the great economic growth we're seeing as a result. While the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act was a good first step, I do believe there's more we need to be done. I'm proud to be working on a bipartisan basis with members of the committee on some further adjustments to our tax code, including Section 965, which explicitly ensures that the IRS follows congressional intent with regard to structured payments of deferred income. I've also urged European countries like France to move away from a digital service tax that would target American technology companies. In addition, I supported the immediate expensing of research and development, which will help make the United States the R&D capital of the world. It's also my hope that our committee can come together and pass a targeted extenders package, including 45G short-line railroad tax credit, which is critical to many businesses in my district and throughout Kansas, as well as a biodiesel tax credit. I'm hopeful that these fixes are among some of the priorities that our committee can address moving forward. Another area that remains a top priority for me and the 4th District of Kansas is free and fair trade, and specifically securing passage of the USMCA, United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement. Last week, I was glad to see U.S. Trade Representative submit a draft statement of administrative action for the USMCA to Congress, moving us one step closer to final approval. As a member of the WIP team for the USMCA, I believe the trade deal is critical for Kansas and our country. As Kansas' top 2 trading partners, trade with Mexico and Canada is worth $4.9 billion and supports 110,000 jobs in my state. As representative of the air capital of the world and the breadbasket of Kansas, or breadbasket of America, the USMCA is critical for manufacturers, farmers, ranchers, and families throughout Kansas and our country. USMCA boosts wages in manufacturing, provides new access for American agriculture, including dairy, eggs, and poultry, and sets unprecedented standards in agriculture technology. As a result, the USMCA builds on NAFTA and is estimated to boost our economy by $68 billion and to create 176,000 new jobs. It's time we get USMCA over the finish line and secure this free and fair trade deal that manufacturers, farmers, ranchers, and families all deserve. The longer we wait, the longer the country loses out on jobs and an even stronger economy. And with jurisdiction over trade, I'll continue working with our committee to help lead the fight for passage of the USMCA. One final area that our committee must focus on is retirement security, including protecting and preserving Social Security for future generations. We recently learned that at this moment, if we do nothing, it's estimated that Social Security Trust Fund for Retirement will be depleted by 2034. This will result in a 21% cut in benefits. Clearly, we must act now. I believe this is an issue that Republicans and Democrats can work together on to strengthen and improve Social Security for hardworking Americans. However, we make sure this solution doesn't include devastating tax increases that would harm our economy and dole out benefits in a haphazard way. Instead of tax increases, we should target benefit increases to most in need, reward work, and modernize the programs for today's workforce. As the only former state treasurer serving in the House, I know firsthand the importance of acting now to preserve retirement security for the future. In Kansas, I helped reform the Kansas public employee pension system that was facing a financial crisis and set it on a path to being solvent for the future. This is the same kind of leadership we need now to preserve and enhance Social Security. Clearly, we have many important issues before us, but I look forward to working together with the committee and colleagues in Congress to address these issues and others. With that, I yield back.